Alright folks, welcome to another Let's Play. It's Nocturnal Illusion. This is take 2. This time I'm gonna go straight into the options and change player name. Alright. The new name is not going to be Edit. His name is Zach. There we go. Alright. So now, get out of that. Alright folks, welcome to Nocturnal Illusion. I'm Zach Siligus Inc. and with me I have...
PhoenixTsukino.
Again. So, yeah, we're playing Nocturnal Illusion, and again, another warning. Well, not for you, it's your first warning, but this time I'm going to let you off with just a warning. This Let's Play is probably not going to be suitable for younger personages, i.e. minors or people under 18, whatever, as the Let's Play contains very adult content. Although censored, there are going to be descriptions, and it's going to be inappropriate for all involved. Cute little joke about Europe and David and me saying cheating sluts in a Irish accent. That's all you missed in the aborted first effort. Whoosh. Pellets of rain drub the body. Haha, drub isn't actually a word. And nearby the wind howls like a living creature, a rabid squirrel. The fierce wind was attacking as if trying to peel my body off the ground. There we go. This is where we found out something was wrong. Shit! I dug in with my feet so as not to lose to the wind. I often do that. I refuse to lose to wind.
An epic Mortal Kombat with the wind.
Alright, first off, I'm going to need to do the timer. There we go. Alright, so now we are going to look. The area was dense with trees shaking noisily. Torn leaves fly through the air and pound my body along with the raindrops. The raindrops enter my eyes, preventing me from keeping them properly open. I was so isolated in the desolate mountains that I was about to go crazy with loneliness. See, this is basically the gameplay of the game, folks. You pick these things on the side, and then you click on them. And then that's pretty much it. Still better than any given Wii game, because at least it's not throwing in stupid mini-games, but, you know. Also, don't believe just because you clicked on something, that's it. Click on everything several times. Alright. Now, this is the same message, so we're done with that. Check. There's no time for that. No, seriously, there's no time for that. Talk to the wind. In these mountains, who's going to respond to me? Yeah, jackass. What kind of player are you? You suck. Even if there was somebody nearby, the vicious wind would easily wipe out my voice. Ah. In these mountains, who's going to respond to me? Think. It was a mistake to think. Oh, to come up with the totally unbecoming idea of using summer vacation during university to spend some time by myself in the wilderness to re-examine myself. So when I clicked on think, I actually clicked on exposition. Is that what I'm getting here? Just saying. Zach, if this was how it was going to be, I definitely should have chosen a tourist spot. But it was me that had to make a point of telling my friends before the summer break that I wouldn't be able to do any soul-searching in a place filled with tourists. And, of course, you folks know I'm always interested in soul-searching. That's right. If I had only known that it would turn out this way, I wouldn't have made the trip. Continue thinking. Shit, you stupid typhoon. Okay.
What? Okay, you got frozen on the mistake, but there we go. Shit, you stupid typhoon, really?
I badmouthed the weather to myself. While looking up at the darkly moving sky, 1 week had passed since I escaped crowded Tokyo, picked a deserted place in the mountains, of course far from any tourist spots as well, and pitched a tent. Pitched a tent, did you? At first, it was better than I had expected. Whether or not it was due to the strangeness of it all, I don't know. But I didn't mind the swarms of insects, having to sleep in a sleeping bag, or eating meals made mainly from MRE rations. MRE rations? Who the fuck are you, Solid Snake?
This does not sound like a good vacation at all.
Eat rations, Snake. They restore your health. I am, after all, not the type to be easily daunted. I am Solid Snake. Maybe I've even been told before that I'm good at adapting. Or maybe they were joking. Well, who cares? You'll have to forgive my terrible Solid Snake voice. I kind of have a sore throat a little bit. It is holding me back. So I was experiencing life in the wilderness, Colonel, while enjoying the feeling of growing a stubbly beard. This is assuming I can grow a beard. An assumption not necessarily valid, but whatever. It was last night that I found out about the approach of the typhoon while listening to the portable radio I had brought along on my carefree camping trip. There was no way that I wanted to be out in the open with a typhoon on its way. So, what, you stayed exactly where you were? Because you were in the typhoon, jackass!
Oh, this is a lot of thinking.
I hurriedly decided to return to Tokyo, but I decided to jerk off instead. You lying weather report. Ah! You said the typhoon wouldn't hit until tomorrow night. Wait, so they gave a specific weather forecast for the deserted piece of nowhere in the ass end of Japan where you are? Really? Okay. The winds of the typhoon picked up suddenly while I was asleep, and hit land. You know, you would see a typhoon coming. I'm pretty sure.
Not this guy.
And hit land more than half a day ahead of schedule. Of all times while I was still in the mountains. I wonder how wild birds and beasts find cover in typhoons like this. They don't. They die. When the weather was nice, the mountain was abundant in wildlife, but now there are no signs of life.
Well, no shit. They were smart enough to get out of the way.
Will I ever make it back to Tokyo alive? I often comment that to myself. If I die in a place like this, would anyone be able to find me? My name might even end up on a missing person list with no one ever finding my body. Man! This guy is grim.
Wow.
No! We have to do the Darth Vader. No! I don't want to die! I want to live! I don't want to die! Alright, well, let's move. Stop being such a pussy, just go. Whoa. A driving gust of wind almost sweeps me off my feet. I grab onto a nearby tree for dear life. I must get back to civilization. The classic Sid Meier sim game. I started to slowly push forward. Okay, well, this has really limited my options. I guess I'll click move. Why do you need me here? Just continue. Whenever I let up, the wind immediately starts playing with me. It starts playing solitaire with me. And I feel like I am being thrown around like a leaf. The raincoat I had on was useless. And I was soaked to the bone. It felt gross to have my wet hair sticking to my forehead.
As opposed to the swarm of insects you talked about earlier.
Yeah, I suppose my hair could get stuck to my forehead. It's like a natural shower. What? That doesn't make sense. I was pushing ahead while thinking of a dry towel and a warm bath. Again, really? Do I have to click move? I felt a throbbing pain, and noticed that my
Need more story.
and noticed that my bare hand was covered with scratches. It would have been a miracle if I hadn't been hurt the way I was holding on to the trunks of trees so as not to be blown away by the wind. In addition to the injuries, I was feeling cold, and every time I tried to move my limbs ached with pain. This is every day I have to go to class, I feel this way. Even if I make it out of here alive, I'll probably have to stay in bed for several days. Or at least that's what you'll be telling people. Whoosh. Driving winds assail me. I kept my feet while resisting the wind with all my strength. Slip!
So much for that.
I slid on the muddy and slippery ground. Whoa. I lost...
Sounds like Keanu Reeves.
Whoa. I know Kung Fu. I lost my balance and shivered with fear as I realized that I was sliding in the direction of a sheer cliff. Man, Japan is dangerous!
Oh, Lord.
Welcome to Japan. You will die. Wow, not a lot of tourist trade around here, obviously. I frantically tried to grab a hold of a branch of a nearby tree. Snap. Well, that didn't work. The branch causes a sharp sound as it ruthlessly breaks. Ruthlessly? Yikes! Zoink, Scooby! The next moment, I was sent off the cliff into midair. Oh, shit! The screen shook a little to indicate that I was dead, I guess. And then I was attacked by a great crash in pain. You were attacked by them.
How are you attacked by a crash in pain?
I was victimized by the ground. It mugged me and left me to bleed. Ugh. Ugh. I'm gonna have to roll for falling damage now. I know it. Where is this? What is this? I hope this is not Chris's mangled body at the foot of a cliff. I can't move. Woman. Oh, well, you have to read the woman part.
Okay. Well.
Good. Brilliant.
Yes.
It hurts. It hurts a lot.
So much blood is being spilled.
What are you, a vampire?
She does not give a shit.
Roll to resist hunger frenzy, I guess. It's dark. So very dark.
What a bright, beautiful red.
Okay, you are a vampire.
Please,
Jeez. So delicious. I'm
I
cold.
like how he has no reaction to it.
I'm cold. Very cold. Well, I am dying. Like...
I think I would still be creeped out by somebody being like, blood.
Tasty.
He's shaking.
Who is it? A woman's voice? No, it...
You just now noticed. This guy's a genius. Dot, 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 dot.
I will not
Ellipses.
dignify with that with a response.
He'll die if nothing is done. Ellipses.
So apparently you're willing to let me die. He'll die if nothing is done. Don't rush me, folks. You can't tell, but right now I've crossed my arms and I am doing a strange disco pose. Alright. Someone is there, I can sense it. It's a smartass PhoenixTsukino.
Ellipses, ellipses.
Bitch, help me! Ooh, I'm losing my consciousness. Not consciousness, my consciousness.
As opposed to someone else's. Lots of ellipses. I guess this
And
is
you
loading.
did! This was necessary. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. By Edgar, that is a quote by Edgar Allan Poe from A Dream Within a Dream.
I would never would have known.
Hey, all the best games start with quotes by Edgar Allan Poe, right? Eternal Darkness started with one. So obviously this is going to be a game on par with Eternal Darkness. This is Nocturnal Illusion in 1997. It's cold. I feel like I'm going to freeze. My consciousness started to return slowly, in a chill that seemed to freeze to the bone. Ooh, so I was unconscious. My head feels so light. No, I can't think straight.
We had an effort there. Hello, stranger.
Someone is calling, but... Colonel... Ocelot strapped me up to some strange electrical machine. Don't worry, Snake. I will activate the vibrate function on your controller.
Can you hear me?
I can't move!
Oh no, his life energy hasn't returned to his body yet.
Life energy? What the fuck? What is this, fucking Yu Yu Hakusho or some shit? Like, he's run out of spirit energy. He's using his life energy. Sorry, I just watched an episode of Yu Yu Hakusho where he used his spirit shotgun and he used life energy for it. It was a whole thing.
Do I do all the women?
Yes.
Is it too late, mistress? It would help if I knew who these women were and to do voices.
Oh, don't worry. We'll see them intimately in a few minutes.
Maybe.
No, we will. Phoenix, you don't understand. Oh, but
He just doesn't give a shit.
but the folks at home will have to wait until part 2 before we get to that. They still don't understand the nature of my warning that this is not appropriate for minors yet, but they will soon. That will come in the next bit. Until then, that's it for this part, and I will see you guys later. Kiss, kiss.
Bye-bye.